And we're back again on today's show. And about a year ago, we did a special called Ernie's Obsessions, in which we looked around for some of my favorite singers over the years. And one person we tried to book on the show was Laura Branigan. You know her from a zillion hits, including Gloria, Solitaire, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, Self-Control, Lucky One, goes on and on and on.
Hi, Ernie.
Hello. How are you doing, Laura?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good. Now, they told me the reason we couldn't have you before was you were working on an album. Now, as I understand it, that album is ready.
It's all ready, and the single has just shipped.
So, why such a long time? There are lots of obsessive Laura Branigan fans out there that are wondering, where have you been?
Everybody says that. Well, I did an extensive tour, which really, I guess I toured, Asia and South America, Europe, Australia, everywhere. I was all over the world, and that takes quite a while, because I space it out. And then I did a lot of writing for this album and worked on the production beforehand. So that was, last year, and then this year we recorded we started recording last year, and it's finally out. So it has been a while, but I'm glad to have it finally at the point where I can get it on the radio.
Now, when you look at something like this, and you've been working on a project for as long as you have, when do you know that the time is right and it's finally done? Because I'm sure you can go in and listen to the tapes again and say, change that right there, or correct that.
Right. Well, what happened is if you do the work ahead of time, you end up spending a lot less time in the studio and money.
Yeah.
And which is really important. And I think what we did with this album is Phil Ramone produced it along with myself. I produced 4 cuts, and he produced the rest of the album.
Wow.
And we really took the time ahead of, before the album, picking the material and making sure that we had those songs and the songs that we really wanted. And I wrote throughout the album, so if we needed something, I would try to go in and write it, and hopefully it was good enough. But ahead of time, we pretty much knew in what direction we were going. We had the songs we wanted. We really held out for the best songs, the songs that really suited me, that I felt were what I do best.
What is it, ballads, or would you say dancier music?
I think my forte is the real heart-wrenching, tear-jerking ballads, rip your heart out.
So do you have reason to be able to sing those so well?
Always, of course. I have a lot of experience.
And heart-wrenching, huh? Now, you're saying that you did produce the album, and I've always wondered, and I've never asked anyone this over all these years, when an album used to be put out, I would think that a lot of time had to be put into deciding the arrangement of the songs, simply because you have 5 songs on one side, then you turn the record over, and there's another 5. For example, with Branigan 2, you had Solitaire as the first track on the first side, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, first track on the second side.
Right.
When you go to lay out a CD, do you have to approach that differently now?
Yes, you do. You have this now. You have cassettes and CDs, and you now not only see. Well, it's a little different, but not that much different, because you assume when people are listening to a cassette, or in the old days, not too long ago, albums, that they were going to come to the end of the album and flip it over and start the other side. But so with the CD, obviously it's continual, and you have to just make sure that one song flows into the other. That's a real tricky thing. That's after the album's finished, and you start doing the sequence, and you switch things around till you come to the, and I was switching things around while the album was actually, the mechanicals were being done, while the album was actually the CDs were being done. I'd call up and say, wait a minute, switch this song with this song, just until I thought I had it right.
So do people get scared when they know they're going to work on a Laura Branigan project, that she's going to be like, I want this change, I want that change?
No, I think I'm pretty easy. I'm just strong-headed when I want something.
Well, I guess you've got to be. Your name's on it out there.
Yeah, it's your album, and it's, no one else is, people, if something goes wrong, they're going to remember you for it.
Right,
not anyone else.
They're not going to look and say, who was the producer on? Oh,
yeah.
Wait, that's Laura Branigan too. Never mind. Now, when you're getting ready to do a new album, and it's been a little while, but you definitely have a proven track record of success, does the record company kind of like keep you away from other people, try and get you working? How does the record label play into all this?
No, the record label, I worked with the president of my company, Doug Morris, on on deciding where the best place would be, and it usually depends on what producer you choose, because they're like Phil works out of New York most of the time, and he knows all the New York musicians, and he has certain studios he loves to work out of. And in the past, I've worked in L.A., which is not my favorite place, but to record, simply because it's never rains.
And then you can't get those heart-wrenching ballads out in sunny weather.
I'm Irish, so I need the rain. And but it depends on the producer. But as far as the record company, I don't think it's really up to them to keep you away, as you say. It's really up to the artists themselves and your manager, and really being professional about it.
Yeah. Now, do you have videos coming out with the new album?
The video is done.
The video? Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, tell me this, though. Do you think video helped or hurt the career of music? I mean, when you started off, there was the music, of course, but you were right there at the beginning with the big, strong video push.
Right.
How has that changed?
Well, video has become a very important promotion tool. I think it will always be a promotion tool. I don't think... I think the ultimate is radio. Radio is the key to breaking a record.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
I think that it will always be like that, because it all comes down to the listener's ears and their emotional reaction to a song. And I think the video is important, but again, it's a promotional tool. It's something that can enhance. It can help, but I don't think it can make a hit like radio can.
Can it hurt too?
Yeah, if the video stinks, it can hurt.
Does that put, though, then different kind of criteria on performers now, that not only can you sing a great... I mean, Mama Cass probably could have never had a hit in the world of video.
Well, she had a certain persona.
Yeah. Does that make it more difficult? Then you have to put a lot of time into thinking about things that you wouldn't necessarily have to think about if it weren't for the world of video? Do you take special care? Do you take special precautions? You say, well, I've got to look this way for the video. I've got to learn to do these dance steps. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be this.
Oh, when I prepared for the video, yeah. I mean, I work out all the time. I'm, an avid jock, I guess, at heart. But when you prepare for the video, of course, everybody wants to look their best. So everybody goes on a diet and starts working out like crazy. Doubles everything up. Yeah, you think of those things. And this video that I did for Didn't We Almost Win It All was really, I tried to just have it be natural and be me as much as I could, rather than having, in the past I've had a lot of people say, wear this, look this way, do this, and it didn't always fit my personality. And this one, I think, really expresses who I am the most. We did it out at the beach, and it was so beautiful out there. It was really, we had a real foggy day. I was praying for the fog, and it rolled in. And so
you got to put away those fog machines. Didn't need to use them. Now, you are currently touring and getting this record going and stuff, and you're going over to South Africa. How is that on you? Do you get tired of touring? Do you like the tour?
Oh, I love touring. It's exciting to sing in front of audience, a great audience. And every audience is different all over the world. The Asian audience is probably the most difficult, because they're very, very quiet. And not all of Asia, but like Japan is very quiet. The first time I played in Japan, I was in shock. I said, they don't like me. And they said, no, they're very enthusiastic. This is the way they react, very quiet. But I never get tired of touring. I mean, physically I may get tired, but not in terms of, I think, the way you mean it.
Yeah, I know some singers say to me they prefer to just stay in their studio and record their music and that's it. And others say, they have to have the tour. They have to see the people.
I have to have the tour. That's the most important part of singing is bringing it to the people, where you have the audience there. It's your other half. And that's the people that make you, so.
Now, that leads into an interesting question for me, then, about fans and how much you can handle fans and whether or not they become obsessive fans. We've seen so much in the newspapers and stuff like that about it. How do you know where the line is to draw with how... Because I know they want a part of you. They want everything about you.
Yeah, it is. It's a fine line, because you don't want to shut them out. And I like to show my gratitude and always, see people after shows and things like that, and sign autographs. But I've had luck. We've had some strange people, but there are more good people out there than there are strange. And I think you have to have a good set of people that work for you and are surrounding you to buffer that kind of thing. And also, you just can't put yourself in a position where you'll be vulnerable to the obsessive, you know.
Does it ever then change the way you do regular things in life because you're obviously recognizable?
No, it never did change the way I did.
How do you manage that? This is Fame 101 we're doing right now, so this is Fame 101, so when I become famous, I'll know how to handle this.
You're famous already.
Oh, okay.
I think that it's important. Your persona is everything, and if you go out there and, you know, with dark glasses and a big hat and throw your scarf, you attract attention.
Mm-hmm.
But you just go out there in shorts and a T-shirt and be yourself. You know, people. Well, in New York, it's easy. People just say, "Hey, Laura," or something like that in the streets. They're not, you know, New York is like that. People are easier. I mean, I guess you'd think the opposite of New York, but it's pretty much like that. Again, it's having the people around you. If you're on tour, it's a different thing because people know you're in town, and you just have to hope they won't get too crazed.
Yeah. So are you proud of the new album? Would you say this is one of your best?
This is my best.
This is your best.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking to someone who is a huge fan of yours, and they were saying the last album was probably the best album so far. They loved it.
Oh, that's nice. I don't think the rest of the public.
How do you know what direction musically to move? 3 years is a big time in the music world.
Yeah, I just go with my instinct. You know, I think what I did this album, I didn't try to fulfill anything that, you know, I think the mistake artists get into is saying, well, what does the audience want? What is happening now? I have to do this kind of song.
So this isn't the Laura Branigan rap album coming out,
exactly, exactly. You have to do what you do best, and you'll always come out okay. You always have to do what you do best and do it the best you can.
Now, there seemed to have been in your past a little interest in acting.
Uh-huh.
How's that going?
Well, so far I haven't. I've done, you know, a film in Australia.
Oh.
And that was a couple of years ago, but it was a good film. It wasn't a great film, but it was a learning experience for me in terms of being in front of the camera from that angle. Right now, I'm so immersed in my music that I'm not really thinking about that, but I always have it in the back of my mind down the line.
Uh-huh. How about Michael Bolton? Now, here you both record the same song. Yes, he wrote it. But you got it up there in the charts, but he pounded in at number 1.
Yeah, he did.
What do you think of that? How do you feel?
If I were him, I would have done the same thing.
Oh.
It's such a great song, you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for him to cover it, it was really smart on him because it's a beautiful song. He did write it. You know, I always feel that for me it's a classic, you know.
Yeah.
People say they always hear it on the radio, and that's okay with me, you know.
Does it help when something that you've had a hit, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, comes back up in the charts? It kind of then, I guess, would bring your career back around, too. Let people say, oh, yeah, Laura Branigan had that, and it brings your name back into the public. Does that help?
I think it brings your name back in the public, but the only real thing that can get you into the public in terms of, you know, ultimately where one would like to be is to have the hit record.
Yeah. Does your management ever say to you, Laura, don't do this again. Do not take 3 years. We need you out there?
No, well, I have a new manager, Frank DeLeo.
Oh, so it took care of the old one. Well, the new album is coming out August 17th, Over My Heart.
That's right.
And the new single is out there, Didn't We Almost Win It All? Not to be confused with Didn't We Almost Have It All?
That's right.
Yes, when I heard the name of it, I was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. And that one was written by you, correct?
That's right, and produced
by
myself and my brother Billy.
Oh, you know, I have his album.
You do?
Yeah, and someone said, you know, that's Laura Branigan's brother. And I'm like, no, you're kidding. I just bought it not realizing that. Anyway, Laura, thank you very much for joining us today.
Okay.
Are you coming to Chicago on a tour?
Yes, of course. We'll probably be there in the fall.
In the fall? Well, we'll be looking for you. Maybe you can come back and visit with us again.
Yes, and come backstage when you come.
I definitely will.
Okay.
Laura, thank you very much.
Take care, Ernie.
We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back with more Crosstalk right after this, so don't go anywhere.
You can take